Hey guys, Brian Delivered You the Goods here. I'm returning to you pretty late tonight for this next review. It's another movie review that I hope you guys will enjoy for Companion, the 2025 film I got a chance to watch for myself, see what I was going to think of this movie overall. So I'm going to discuss what I watched for the hour and 37 minutes of this film for Companion with Sophie Thatcher in this and let you know my thoughts on this movie overall. So let's dive into this movie review tonight. So, um, it actually stars Jack Quaid as well in this film, and there's a solid cast in this. But from what I watched with this new Sophie Thatcher uh, film, it's actually a good film. I wouldn't say it's going to be on my best movies, but it's a good film for how it turned out. Um, it's basically she's a robot and a companion robot, or they say fuck robot in the film. Jack Quaid says that as his character Josh, and Sophie Thatcher plays as Iris. But overall, you don't realize, you think it's like a real memory. Excuse me, yawning. A real memory she experienced when she met this guy Josh, Jack Quaid's character. But overall, it's a fabricated memory. It never happened. He wanted it to happen that way, and it was all an illusion. So it never really happened. But overall, the storyline and the execution of this film was quite good. Um, I was very impressed with the performances. I mean, granted, it's a very short film, so you're not in for a long film. And that's the thing that I was surprised with. Like, even with this short hour and 37 minute film, sorry. My voice cracked a second ago, and it's getting late right now because I'm doing this review, and I usually get very tired around this time. But overall, from what I watched with this new Sophie Thatcher film, Companion, had an interesting premise overall, where she's trying to be her own robot and try to be free from control and all that. So basically, Jack Quaid was kind of controlling Sophie Thatcher's character Iris in this film. And overall, it did have some solid moments, this film, but in the execution of it all, it did good. So, if I were to give this movie a companion its deserved score, I'm feeling a strong 8 out of 10. It's a good film. It wasn't one of my favorite films of this year, but it was a good film for how it turned out for the execution. So I was very surprised with the overall performances and just how the movie turned out. I mean, granted, it's not as good as Heretic with Sophie Thatcher in that film, but it is a good film. It's a good follow-up film. Excuse me, honey, for the Sophie Thatcher film. Because I know she played in Heretic with Hugh Grant in it, and that was a pretty solid film too. But overall, with this film, it was a good film. For the execution, how the performances turned out, and the overall storyline was interesting. With how they're having these robots be a part of these people's lives, and then apparently things go sideways where it's all about the money. But you find out when you watch through this film, and it's a solid film from what I've seen. So 8 out of 10 for Companion, the 2025 film. I hope you enjoyed this movie review tonight. I'll have the next movie review, Valiant one, and then I'll move on to some February movies to watch through. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this review tonight, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.